Hello, I'm John,
And I'm Nancy.
and we are
J&N
J&N Travels.
Travels.
Welcome to our afternoon chat.
Yeah.
On this afternoon, Wednesday afternoons, we give some news updates and travel news updates, and then a little fun thing. Today's fun thing is we're going to show you the sets of popular TV sitcoms, I guess TV shows, which we thought were interesting.
Yeah.
It looks like
We've seen most of these TV shows.
we have. So hopefully it's a bit the signal straightens itself out over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome in, and I guess let's see, we got Larry here in the house. Welcome, Larry.
Welcome.
And Sherry. Thanks for joining us,
How
Sherry.
are you?
Okay, so let me see. Where's my? Okay, first, just to let you people know, our next live will be next Wednesday, February 24th at 2 p.m. And our next Sunday live, which is going to be this. Oh, I get the wrong thing. Wrong sheet. When is that? Okay, so this Wednesday, next Wednesday, March 21st, February 24th on Wednesday is our next afternoon live, and March 21st is Sunday is our live together on Sunday.
March 21st.
I'm sorry, February 21st. I got all my dates mixed up here.
Oh, I was going to say, what happened?
That's what happens when you're doing stuff at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So why don't you say that one more time so
Okay,
everybody
so
knows the right date.
Our next lives are a week from Wednesday, a week from today, next Wednesday, and this coming Sunday at 4 o'clock. And we're going to try something new the following Sunday as a live. So that's where we're at right now. So
Okay.
Thank you for coming in. And hey, Blaine.
Hi, Blaine.
So let's go right into the news, I guess, Nance.
Okay. Hope it's good news.
Well, this is a thing that's been hitting the news big time. So it's not old, it's new news, but it's breaking news, and I think it's something that everyone expected. Norwegian's 3 cruise lines have canceled cruises through the end of May. Norwegian Cruise Lines have announced an extension of their suspension of cruising, and all 3 of their cruise lines have canceled another month of cruises. Norwegian Cruise Line, Oceania Cruises, and Regent Seven Seas Cruises have canceled all cruises through May 31st, 2021. Cruise lines are working towards a return to service plan to meet the requirements of the framework of the conditional sailing order issued by the CDC. Guests who are currently booked on canceled voyages on NCL, Oceania cruises, or Seven Seas cruises are asked to contact their travel advisor or the cruise line for more information. So just more, they keep going, and there's no sign. You don't hear any signs of anything happening with the test cruises. So
I was a little hopeful, but just a tad.
Okay. Yeah, it's
to be expected.
Yeah, we're leaning to. We've been starting to do a little bit of research on Disney World in case this cruise has never happened for this year. Welcome in, Meals 7 Up.
Hey, Meals.
Thank you for joining us. And Danny, thanks for popping in.
Hi, Danny. I hope you guys didn't get too much snow out there in Oklahoma.
Well, I had asked them recently because they were supposed to get 3 feet. Did you ever get the 3 feet, Danny?
Yeah. What did you?
I mean, Texas getting nailed with ice. They're getting nailed with snow. What is this world coming to? Okay. Next news item. Royal Caribbean announces cruises from the Northeast in 2022 and 23. This got me excited. I'll tell you why in the last one. Royal Caribbean will offer cruises to the Northeast on 3 cruise ships in 2022 to 2023. Cruises will leave Boston and New York City on a variety of 4 to 11 night cruises to the Caribbean, Bermuda, and a day at the cruise line's private island in Bahamas, Coco Cay, or Key. The new sailings from the Northeast departing from May 2022 to April 2023 are now open for sale. Highlights of the upcoming warm weather and cooler escapes include, so the Adventures of the Sea, which will return to Cape Liberty in Bayonne, New Jersey. It will have a combination of itineraries to Bermuda, the Caribbean, and Canada. New for the summer of 2022, Adventure's 9-night Eastern Caribbean sailings will include St. Martin, Puerto Rico, Bermuda, and Royal Caribbean's private destination, Labadee in Haiti. That's a nice one there. Anthem of the Seas. New York will see a return of the longtime favorite Anthem of the Seas when it arrives from Southampton, England in October 2022. Anthem will set out on a 7-night cruise to the Bahamas that includes full days in Nassau and perfect day at Coco Cay. Guests looking for extended time in the tropics can opt for one of Anthem's 11-night Southern Caribbean sailings to islands such as San Juan, Puerto Rico, St. Martin, Antigua, St. Lucia, and St. Kitts. Now, that's nice. We've been trying to get on that ship out of New Jersey for years.
Unfortunately, we missed San Juan, our last cruise. That was a little disappointing, but we had a wonderful cruise.
But we just been wanting to get on one of those bigger RCL ships.
Yeah.
And this is the one that's got me the most excited. Voyager of the Seas, rounding out the season. Voyager of the Seas will make her Boston debut, touting Royal Caribbean favorites. During prime leaf-peeping season, the 7-night sailing to Canada will bring guests to towns including St. John's, Halifax, as well as Bar Harbor and Portland. Vacationers looking for an escape to warm waters. This is the part that I like. To warm waters can book a course for San Juan on a 7-night cruise, which stops at Dominican Republic and St. Thomas, as well as a perfect day at Coco Cay. Voyager of the Seas will arrive in the U.S. to start her season in Boston following a 14-night Arctic crossing. We haven't had any legitimate RCL cruises out of Boston. Mm-hmm. That would be a nice, convenient one.
Yeah.
A little shorter drive to New York. Okay. Welcome in, Daniel Fields.
Daniel Fields, hello.
And Cheryl and Ed, thank you for dropping by. These are Dreams.
All right.
I was following them around the parks the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were going live around the parks. Neat. It always gives you a little desire to go.
Inside.
Yeah, warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah.
Our next news story is, and this is good news, I guess. You know how the CDC's been threatening, they've been saying that they were thinking about having shots for domestic flights. Like you have to have or tests, not shots, but you have to have a test before you get on a domestic flight. Well, the CDC says no to required shots before domestic flights. I guess this is good news. The CDC has told CNN that it will not recommend that flyers have a required negative test before flying domestically. At this time, the CDC is not recommending required point of departure testing for domestic travel. As part of our close monitoring of the pandemic, in particular, the continued spread of variants, they will continue to review public health options for containing and mitigating spread in travel space. The agent did say, however, that flyers should reconsider their plans at this time. If someone must travel, they should get tested 1 to 3 days before the trip, the CDC said, but it doesn't sound like it's mandatory or anything. So that's good for domestic traveling.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll throw Danny on how much snow he got. Okay. Out to the West Coast. I guess you would consider this a little bit of good news for Disneyland. Not great news, but good news. California Adventures food event to include the whole park. We reported, remember we did a report last week or the week before that they were going to have a food event there, and it was just going to be a smaller one. Well, but they now, the latest rumors is that it's going to be bigger than first announced. An update from the Workers United Local 50 said that the union coalition has been informed by Disneyland that the resort will be recalling food and beverage cast members to Carsland, Picks Up Here, Pacific Wharf, and Grizzly Peak for the event. 6 marketplace booth operated by the festival's department will also be open along the parade route, which is traditional location for food festival booths at Disney California Adventure. The union also said that Buena Vista Street operations will be included in the ticketed event, suggesting that the free entry into the land from downtown Disney will no longer be available once the event starts. So it sounds that Disneyland is pretty much planning to use the entire park to host this event. With physical distancing, capacity would remain far below typical limits for Disney California Adventure, especially with no attractions being allowed to operate during the state pandemic rules. Disney will keep you updated with additional details on the name of the festival, the dates, and the pricing as they are announced. I think this is supposed to start in March, that they were originally talking about it. So that sounds like fun. I'm not sure if they'll have shows for something like that, but it'd be nice to get out and do it.
Something different.
Well, the park just hasn't been used for anything for a year now.
No, I know. Yeah. So they have to think of a creative way to get people in.
Right, exactly. Okay. Okay, Dollywood.
Oh, I always like to go to Dollywood. That's in the Smoky Mountains, Tennessee.
Yeah. I got my picture in the wrong spots. It's one on Dollywood yet. Okay, Walt Disney World Park reservation system extended into January 2023. One of the first measures Walt Disney World implemented for reopening last July to help with capacity was a park reservation system which requires guests to reserve their spot at a specific park ahead of their trip. The system may make planning last-minute trips during busy periods or changing plans a bit more challenging than it previously was, but it looks like the park reservation system will be around for some time. Disney has extended their parks pass calendar until January 2023, implying that the system will be used for at least the next 2 years. I know we get several people who have been to Disney World recently. Did you find that reservation system was a pain in the neck, or did it work well? Hey, welcome in, Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie.
You know, it's in one way it sounds good. You pick a park and you go in and it's not going to be overcrowded because you have reservations. But and we're ones that do make a lot of reservations, but you always have that time you just say, oh, let's go to this park, and you can't do it.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it works.
No spontaneity.
No, it seems to be taking it away. I'm not sure if they still have reservations like for the rides and stuff like
I
that.
don't know.
Let's see. Okay, now it's a little Dollywood here.
The Smoky Mountains looks like an interesting place to visit. And I don't know, I've been looking at the Smoky Mountains, and there's a lot of neat things there.
Well, you know, we didn't look at much like in the Tennessee area before.
No, we didn't.
It doesn't jump out at you, but
Yeah,
watching videos and doing a little research, there's a lot to do
there's a
down there.
lot to do.
That would be a nice area too.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay, Dollywood to roll out live entertainment and theater shows once again. Dollywood has announced that the park is expecting to open for the 2021 season on March 13th. So they're not year round. I guess not with the weather. The dates for this year's Flower and Food Festival is to take place from April 23rd through June 7th. The park experience will be enhanced with large plant sculptures and other special decor, plus an assortment of special food items. Live entertainment is coming back to Dollywood this year, as all of the park theaters will be open once again. So that's
good news.
You know, and Disney had stopped, I think, bulk of their shows too, didn't they? And I think they're slowly doing, they're just trying to do anything where they don't get people to congregate in the same area. Let's see.
I'm not sure. Do you know how old Dollywood is? How old that park is?
No, I don't. I don't. Blaine gives a woo back to Ronnie. Okay, so Disney Dreams said reservation system works well, but you only get 3 at a time.
Oh.
But there are 2 reservation systems, right? There's one where the 3 at a time, that's like your fast pass, correct? And then do you have to do a separate reservation to actually reserve the park you're going into, or do your fast passes just reserve that park? That makes sense, Mason?
I'm not sure.
Cheryl and Ed have seen several good vloggers from Dollywood and Pigeon Forge. We actually haven't seen someone going through there.
No. I'll have to check it out.
Okay, so that must be the same owners. Danny says that Dollywood and Silver Dollar City are sister parks.
Oh, really?
So they must be very similar.
Yeah. Yeah, the Silver Dollar City looked fun.
I think how long a drive Tennessee would be from here? Got to be a little short of Florida, right?
I would think.
but you do go out west, so that you looked at on the map. And he says 3 at a time is for season pass holders, I think. I realize we had some feedback going on here. Okay. Next news item.
Ooh, oh, it's beautiful beach.
Okay, welcome in my friends. Sure, boom, they're from the West Coast also.
Oh, okay. Welcome
Thank you for
in.
joining us.
Yeah.
Okay, this is from Dream. There is no fast pass anymore. If you stay on site, you can reserve for the length of your stay. For off-site, you only get 3 reservations at a time. Okay.
Okay.
Danny says he's going for 10 days in March to Disney and has reservations for all 10 days. Now, Danny, did you have to reserve the particular park, or that's where I get confused? Like, you can't get a fast pass to 3 different parks, right? You have to reserve a particular park, and then you get those 3 passes for that particular park. Shaboom went to the beach yesterday and lost my live. I'm not allowed, didn't.
What?
Yes, I
She went
was.
to the beach.
Yeah, I was watching her live.
Oh, wow.
In fact, I made a comment on your live. She got about, less than 5 minutes of the beautiful beach, and then all of a sudden it was black. The whole rest of her video.
Oh, where was this beach?
I'm not sure. What beach were you at? Okay, so Danny said you reserve each park.
You reserve each park. Okay.
So it's not like you could bounce around with those 3 passes.
No.
Shout out to everyone. They don't have the pass. Okay. So if we get into the park. Okay. That's interesting. Did you find it worked well for you? Does a Dream like the way it worked? Did you find? And I think Blaine probably had to go through that too.
Yeah.
You have to reserve your park day. You can park hop after 2 if there's availability, and you have a park hop. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, the last few times we've gone now, we usually get the 10-day pass, which is only 1 park a day anyway. So for us, it would probably work better because we're not used to bouncing around in the same day, at least anymore.
Well, we've done it in the past, but I think
Right, but I'm saying the last couple trips
couple trips we did not. Yes.
Shirboom said she kept talking to my viewers. The last meeting I was showing Malibu Beach. Okay,
so
that was Malibu Beach.
Oh, cool.
All right, so the next one on the list is Mexico's hottest hotel perks, test and free quarantine. So this is a new way Mexico is trying to get people to go down. Never mind the unlimited food and drink. The latest all-inclusive hotel perks tempting tourists to Mexico are free tests and extended stays for anyone who catches the virus. Demands by the United States and other countries for a negative test result before flying were a major blow to Mexico's efforts to win back tourists. Many hotels have since turned this to their advantage by offering on-site testing and heavily discounted or even free accommodations in the event of a positive result. The only catch is that you have to stay in quarantine. The Mexican economy, the second largest in Latin America, is heavily reliant on tourism.
Yeah.
The industry suffered a new setback last month when Canada, which is the number 2 source of tourists after the United States, suspended its flights to the Mexican Caribbean. Now, I know Nurse Nancy's going down there. I'm not sure if anything's changed with those plans. At the end of this month, I think. But Ronnie, were you going down there? Ronnie was going somewhere too, and I'm not sure if he was going to Mexico or just down to Florida. Okay, a couple hellos. Hello. Okay. Okay. All right. So next one.
Ooh, pretty. Very pretty, colorful picture there.
Okay, so next one. Have you wondered what the safest places to travel are in 2021?
No, I don't know. What are they?
Now, these came from some travel companies. I'm not sure which ones did it, but they had a bunch of them. I think they had 20 of them or 30, but I just took the top 5. Thought people might be interested. The big problem is most of these places, you're going to see when I read them, don't allow the U.S. to go in. So until they open their gates to us, it's not going to be.
So this is the safest place to travel in 2021, or?
Yeah, for upcoming vacations for this year, 2021.
2021.
They're saying these are the ones that the countries that are the safest here.
All right. What's the first
Number
country?
5.
Oh, number 5. Okay.
Is Switzerland. Switzerland is a perennial safe destination Americans will have to continue dreaming about for now when it comes to non-essential travel. You can't go there.
Can't go there.
But if we could, it's safe.
It's safe.
Yep. Number 4, Iceland.
Oh, I wanted to go to Iceland.
Ranking number 1 on the 2020 Global Peace Index, Iceland remains close to Americans entering 2021 as its restrictions continue to mirror those of the European Union. So again, another great country to go to, another place to go to. Can't get there. Number 3, if Sean, if your ears are burning out there, is Australia.
Australia
routinely performs strongly on the Global Peace Index and has also fared relatively well in terms of its handling of the pandemic through 2020.
Good job, Australia.
So Australia's a good place, but I think it's another place we're not allowed to go, right?
Not now.
Let's see. Oh, that's interesting.
So what's this picture that you have online right now?
I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. No, Daniel Fields is scheduled to go to Iceland 2022. Are you doing that as a cruise or are you just flying over there? That would be a fascinating trip.
That would be.
You should be able to go in 2022, you think?
I don't know anyone that's traveled to Iceland. That would be really interesting.
Those would be interesting watching those kind of vlogs, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's, let's see. So Australia was number 3. Number 2, we have a couple people that we go back and forth with from New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand is another country that has responded well to the crisis, but remains close to Americans heading into the new year. So another country that doesn't want us there.
Hey, we're safe, but you can't come in.
That's right, exactly. Maybe that's why they're safe, right?
I was just going to say that. Yes.
I sailed by Iceland when I was in the Navy.
Oh, you did?
That show on there.
Oh, Cheryl Lynette said that. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Phil's cruise. Okay, 7322 leaves out of England. Wow. What other stops are you making there, Daniel?
Wow.
That'd be fascinating, huh? Leave England.
Yeah.
And I imagine you do a couple stops in Iceland.
Wow.
I'm not sure what countries are in between that you would stop at.
Not really sure either.
And the number 1
safest
place to visit, which we can't go to, even though it's a stone's throw away, is Canada.
Oh, yeah. That's too bad.
Although Canada is still off limits to Americans, it was rated as the safest destination. In addition to handling the pandemic better than most, Canada ranked as the world's safest place across all age groups.
Wow. Kudos to
people
Canada.
want to put down the Canadian government with all these restrictions they're doing now, but you know what? Safest country.
Yeah. Wow, that's impressive.
Listen to this itinerary. England, Scotland, Norway, and Iceland.
That's amazing. And how long is this for? It must be a few weeks, right? This cruise?
I'm guessing it's 10 to 14 days.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic.
Are you going to fly over there early and spend some time exploring England, or just go right on the cruise? Okay, for all you sports-minded individuals, it's funny, and I was wondering what they were going to do about this. Major League Baseball revamped spring training schedule to cut travel. The pandemic is still calling the shots for much of the country, and that includes professional sports. Major League Baseball has announced that its spring training schedule has been revamped, cutting down travel to Florida and eliminating games against college teams. Travel isn't a problem in Arizona, where 15 teams are all located in the Phoenix area. The other 15 teams who play in Florida are all over the state. This year, MLB decided to go with a regionalized schedule and divided teams into 3 pods where they will only play teams in their group. In case you're interested, these are the 3 pods. Are any of you guys ever gone to a spring training game in anyone in Florida? I've wanted to, and I never have. But this is how it's led. If you are a fan and you want to know how it's going to be set up, the Florida East Coast is going to be Houston, Miami, New York Mets, St. Louis, and Washington. The Florida West Coast is Baltimore, Detroit, New York Yankees, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Toronto. The Southwest Florida group is going to be Atlanta, Baltimore, Boston, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, and Tampa Bay.
Oh.
And spring training begins today.
Today.
Pitches and catches head out in the field today, and the 28-game exhibition season starts on February 28th.
Coming up.
Some of these places are claiming that they're going to actually have fans in there this year, so this would be something to see, right?
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Whoa. Okay. All right. So, okay, that's the itinerary. So it's 11 days he's going.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it does. Okay, Sherborne says your brother works Magsase agency. He works as an IT officer dependent on the ship and signed to him, but I got ship figurine collection, same royal print. Nice. And it was going 3 days early, so I guess it'll just.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what port is right on the water there, but they'll probably explore that area at least, right?
Of course.
I think Canadians may differ. I'll have to check with others. Yeah. Hey, welcome in, Kalina Brothers. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
We're going through the current news right now.
Some good, some not so good, right?
Yeah. Blaine says, I've been to the ESPN Wild World of Sports Complex like Disney multiple times, but never been to spring training game. We have been there too, and that's a great place. We went down twice. I don't know if you ever saw our video, but we went down twice to see Tampa Bay. This is years ago.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay football team.
Yeah.
Because that's where they practice for their camp is. And then Atlanta Braves is a major league ballpark built in there with all the other ballparks that they have on that property. And Atlanta Braves, I thought, played there, at least when we went down, they played their exhibition games right at Wide World of Disney. That was their.
Oh, the Wide World of Sports?
Yeah, Wide World of Sports. Remember this? How big the stadium
is? Yeah,
right
I do.
Stadium.
I remember that, yes.
That's a fun place. If you're into sports, take a ride over
huge. There. Yeah.
There's tons of basketball courts, as you all know.
That's what I remember, too.
Well,
I remember that.
As you know, that's where they bubbled the NBA last year for the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
So they stayed there and they played all the games there. And we were down there during the cheerleading competition. We were down there during the Pop Warner Football League competition. It's just massive. It was
massive. I remember that. I remember that very well.
Yeah. Traveling there, they see that new trend on cruises. They got a medallion that serves as a key to their designated cabin. You can also use it to pay bills. That's cool. Yeah, I've seen that.
What is it?
It's like a medallion that you can use for every. It's kind of like the key card we had.
Oh, okay.
It takes the place of it.
Okay.
Magnificent Germany with Darian. Darian, thank you for joining us. It's funny. I was teasing Darian. He put out a video yesterday, of a trip, his trip out west.
Yeah.
And he met up with Amy.
Amy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she gave a little plug for Blaine and Dan.
How nice.
Even about that.
Yeah, very good.
Blaine, a lifetime Braves fan, so this is my goal one day. Yes, they play there. Okay, so they're still there, Blaine. Okay. Because they were there the years we went down, and that's a fun take-in. But we never actually saw a game.
No.
You could walk into the stadium and watch them practice a little bit. We never stuck around for the game. Okay, Daniel Phil says, my experience with the medallion was I had to hand it to every bartender. I had it on a bracelet sold on Princess, but it didn't read from a distance like they said it would.
Oh, that's too bad.
I wonder if that's just work on the technology.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's a little glitch, and they have to fix that.
Okay, so that's Major League Baseball. All right, so the next one. All right, let's have a few pictures of. This you'd like this a lot, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this immersive, and these last two stories are at least happy stories.
Good.
This
we want to end on a happy note
yes,
here.
right. This immersive Hans Christian Andersen museum will be like walking into a fairy tale.
Oh,
the museum and its exhibits will lead to Hans Christian Andersen's original childhood home.
Oh,
If
really?
you grew up reading fairy tales as a kid, chances are that you encountered the work of Danish author Hans Christian Andersen, from The Little Mermaid and The Ugly Duckling to Thumbelina and many more.
I always liked The Ugly Duckling and Thumbelina.
Yeah, I don't know if that The Little Mermaid is the original that Disney bought from him.
Yeah, I didn't know about The Little Mermaid. I just remember The Ugly Duckling and Thumbelina, but I didn't know Little Mermaid was. He authored that, huh?
Yeah. Now more than a century after his death. I didn't realize he was dead. Fans of his work can learn more about the author and pay their respects with a visit to Andersen's house, a fairy tale-inspired museum dedicated to the author. Opening this summer, the museum is located in Odense, the town where Andersen was born. The building will be surrounded by whimsical gardens. The new building and gardens will cover approximately 9,000 square meters with an exhibition leading visitors to Andersen's original childhood home. The main building also houses a cafe and visitors facilities. There's a children's house and an underground museum which connects to the surrounding garden.
And I must have missed something. Where was his home?
It's in Jesus, I knew it earlier and I just missed it. He's Danish. It's in oh god, my mind just went blank on me here for a second. It'll pop in my head.
Okay.
But so this looks kind of cool if you're into this kind of thing. So these are the gardens outside, and I guess you go through these gardens and you go through these whimsical areas, and it eventually goes to his home, the home he grew up in.
But it's
so these are the gardens. This is little replicas, and as part of the museum.
And the museum is where? I'm a little confused as to where this is. Let me just.
So these as you walk through.
Oh, look at that! That's really cool.
I don't know, but it's really cool the way it's just
a lot that's really cool.
A lot of imagination.
That is really cool.
That's him.
100 years ago.
100 years ago, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and welcome in, Mr. Sean.
Hi, Sean.
6:31. It is 2:34 p.m. here.
Wow, it's early there, huh?
I talked to him till, was it 5:30? 5:30 in the morning that time, 5:30 a.m. You probably missed it, Sean, but we went through the safest places to travel to in your country, Australia.
It was on our list.
What number was it? Was it 3? It was 3, yeah. But we can't go there. They won't let us in, but it is the 3rd safest. Okay. Okay, chatter between them. Okay, so chitter chat back forth. And our last news item Nickelodeon's first resort in Mexico will have cartoon suites with private infinity pools and 6-acre water park.
Oh, nice, wow, that sounds fun.
Nickelodeon's first property in Mexico's Riviera Maya might just be the ultimate family vacation destination. SpongeBob and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are headed to Mexico.
Wow.
Nickelodeon Hotel and Resorts plan to open an all-suite property. Imagine that, all suites.
Wow.
On the Riviera Maya this summer. Each of the hotel's 280 oceanfront suites will come equipped with its own private infinity pool, 2 bathrooms, and enough space for a family of 5 to spread out and relax.
That's a good.
Rooms will feature art and decor inspired by some of Nickelodeon's most popular characters and shows, including SpongeBob,
I love SpongeBob.
Dora the Explorer, Teenage Turtles, Blue's Clues, and Paw Patrol. Now, Paw Patrol wasn't around when that kid began. The others all were.
Yeah, the others all were, yeah.
The resort is set to include a sprawling 6-acre water park and features over 2,000 square feet of slides. Both a lazy river and faster-paced adventure river are in the works, and resort guests are promised exclusively early access to the water park.
Nice.
So it must be open to the public, too.
Yeah.
It also will offer a fitness center and spa with outdoor treatment options, 24-hour in-room dining, and 6 restaurants.
Wow.
The property plans to open in June and is Nickelodeon's first resort in Mexico. Want to guess how much it is per night?
That's what I was trying to calculate in my head. I don't want to guess, but
Okay, it's $453 per night per person.
per person.
Now,
Ooh.
it does include, even though it still is high, but it is oceanfront. It is a suite, right?
Yeah.
And it does include all the food, drinks, airport transfers, and tests
Wow.
for guests departing the United States. So I guess be a great way to do a family one.
Yeah, I was
Everything's
thinking of
included,
that.
right?
Yeah.
And if
So-
since no one traveled this year, you could package this year's money you set aside for vacation with next year's, right?
Yeah. That's for a family of 5. That would be a little steep.
Yeah, it would. It definitely would add up. I guess it's one you'd have to budget for, but would
Yeah,
it be
it could
that
be
much
done.
more? I guess it would be even more than taking them on a cruise.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Now we will go on to you got your
Oh, yes, I have mine.
sheets. Okay. So these are actual TV shows, which hopefully you guys are familiar with, and these are the real life sets that were photographed for the shows.
So one of our favorite shows, you and I always got a laugh out of these episodes, was Seinfeld. And in Seinfeld, it was Tom's Restaurant, New York City, New York. Better known as Monk's Diner to Seinfeld fans, Tom's Restaurant, New York is featured in almost every episode of the long-running sitcom. Fans will flock to this family-owned restaurant to recreate scenes from their favorite show. And I still say to you every time I make a salad, I feel like Elaine Bemis when I make a big salad.
There are so many, there are so many lines that people steal from that.
I go, I'll have a big salad. That's what she always would order. Oh, that show is funny.
Okay, I'm just checking quickly on the chat. All right, then next one.
Okay.
If anyone wants to guess what these are,
man, I didn't watch the show a whole lot, but then I started watching the reruns, and I just laughed my head off. Very good acting, very good comedy. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, North Bristol Avenue, Los Angeles, California. Although most of the hit 1990s shows was filmed on a soundstage, the exterior of this house appears in almost every episode of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It can be found in Brentwood, Los Angeles, an upscale neighborhood next to Bel-Air. Built in 1937, the mansion served as the Banks family home throughout the show and is now reportedly worth around $7.5 million. Quite a lot of money.
At this point, I would like to thank our mods.
Oh,
that
yes.
are in here tonight. We had quite a few of them.
So
Larry was in
much.
earlier, and we've got Darian, Blaine, and Danny. So thank you for all your help.
And this show was, did you like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
No, I hardly ever watched it.
Oh, okay. Who was the actor? Will
Smith, right?
Will Smith was in it, and he was hilarious. But so wasn't his sister. I laughed because they were, I'm thinking of some episodes that made me chuckle. It was a good show. Okay, this was all-time favorite of us. Ours and our children's, Friends. How could you not love Friends? So the corner of Grove Street and Bedford Street, New York City, New York. While all the Friends interior shots were filmed on a set which has now turned into a traveling attraction, the location of Monica and Rachel's apartment is an actual place in New York. Located in Manhattan's Greenwich Village, the exterior shots of the apartment building were filmed on the corner of Grove and Bedford Street, right above the Little Owl restaurant.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, that is. I didn't know that.
So you only see that from the outside, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yep. And
This is actually our backdrop today
oh yeah,
with the
yeah.
giant coffee mug.
Okay, so Friends Coffee House. For 10 seasons, this beloved group of friends spent almost all of their free time at Central Perk, a coffee shop located in Manhattan. Over the course of 10 seasons, Rachel and Joey both worked there, and Phoebe even got married on the street right outside. There are multiple Central Perks throughout the world, most frequently showing up in Asia and the Middle East. I wouldn't think of that.
Yeah, I know. Now, my sister
there.
did go to the Universal Studios in California. I guess they
Yeah.
have replicas. There are a lot of those in there. They can actually see the set.
Oh, cool.
But if you want to sit in a replica, would you say it was? There's a couple, but they're in other countries.
They're in Asia and the Middle East.
Yeah. It's going to be a long ride for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Sharon had liked the Fresh Prince just like you did.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Will Smith and I forget the his sister. She was just so hilarious.
Welcome in, Brian, NASCAR fan.
Hi, Brian.
I think you got more snow than we did. We have not gotten any this week. It seems like everyone else is getting it. Knock on wood. And welcome in, Thin Blue Lane. Whoop, there you go. Thin Blue Lane RV Life.
Oh, Thin
Thank you
Blue
for joining
Lane
us.
RV Life. Oh, I guess it would be his cousin in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's right. It was because he was a cousin, but she was so funny.
Daniel Fields has been rewatching Friends on HBO Max. It's been a long time. I can't remember which one it was. Was it Netflix had it? One of them had it about a year ago, and I watched every episode. Just went through every episode again, and you forget them.
Yeah, well, our son and his girlfriend binge watched Friends one weekend, and it was on Netflix. Yeah, but I thought they don't have it on Netflix anymore.
No, I think they might have taken it off.
Yeah, I think it
but it moves around.
Yeah.
In fact, we've been watching on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
For some reason, we've started getting back into Coach. The old show's Coach. They were supposed to remake that series, and ran the problems. But
that's funny. Some of these shows,
some of the old ones, some of them hold their humor.
Yeah,
you know, and you enjoy them.
Yeah,
and some you just wonder why you ever liked them.
Yeah, Coach is really funny.
Let's see, the Blue Lane RV testing out their new internet. We're still on the waiting list for ours.
Yeah.
Actually, it's cleared up a little bit, but boy, I'd love to be able to do. We have to unplug everything in the house that runs off of Wi-Fi when we do it live.
Yep.
And let's see. Danny said, "Hey everyone, I am decluttering Landon's room and getting rid of a ton of clothes. Kids finally had a growth spurt.
Yeah.
So you got to start all over again.
Yeah, I remember those days. Yeah, like, oh, I got to clean these closets out. These clothes.
But then when they outgrow everything.
They outgrow everything now. Wow. It's like, wow, nothing fits.
Daniel Field says no snow.
No snow.
He's over in California.
Yeah, he's in California.
Or that area.
Yeah.
And like no snow in southern Florida. Wow, look at that. It's still cold here though. We had not a thaw. I don't know what it was because it wasn't warm out, but for some reason stuff was kind of melting and it turned our driveway into kind of slush, and now it's frozen ice. So that's not good for the tires on the car.
We had the rain, and then the rain froze. Yeah.
Let's see. Did I miss someone here? Let me just check real quick here. Nope. Okay. Okay. Cheryl and Ed, we didn't get any more snow for about a week now. Danny, you still haven't told me how much snow was your final count.
Yeah, how much did you get, Danny?
Too bad you're not still in Texas. I don't know. Texas is getting nailed with ice. I'd rather snow than ice.
Oh, yeah, ice is so scary. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Next one on your list.
Okay, so How I Met Your Mother. Remember that show? McGee's Pub, New York City, New York, the setting for some of the funniest moments on How I Met Your Mother. McLaurin's Pub is based on a very real place in Manhattan. McGee's in Midtown is an Irish pub, just like the fictional one, and fans of the sitcom will immediately recognize the bar and the booths. The show's creators, Carter Bays and Craig Thomas, used to frequent the pub while working on The Late Show with David Letterman.
So this is
How I Met Your
How
Mother.
I Met Your Mother. Now, did you like that show?
I thought it was okay. I didn't laugh a lot from it. I mean, some scenes were
Yeah, I
more
enjoyed
funny
it.
than others, but
I didn't like the way it ended, like a lot of shows, the way
Yeah.
the series ended. And now they're offering, I think it's Amazon Prime is offering the whole series on there. I don't think
really?
I don't think I'm going to sit
no,
through that.
that's one I wouldn't sit through either.
Anyone who's willing to give us a thumbs up, we appreciate it. It always helps our viewing from YouTube standards.
Now, this next show I've never seen before.
Let me just check. Oh, I thought I saw something. Okay, so. All right, so Danny says, too bad. Oh, no, that we already did that one. Okay, Dan. Blaine says, I would love to have 2 or 3 inches of snow. Anything over 4 inches is no fun.
No.
Do you get much at all, Blaine, down there? I would think he'd get more ice than snow.
Yeah.
Danny says, it's still snowing on and off. If you would go out my front yard today in shoes and crew socks pulled all the way up, snow would be higher. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still coming down.
Coming down.
Not 3 feet, but enough for me, for sure, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Your next one is, where did it go?
My next one, well, this show I've never watched.
Hold on, let me find where it buried the window here. Hold on. It's got to go somewhere. Okay. There's the next one.
Okay, this is called Parks and Recreation, Pasadena City Hall, Pasadena, California. Pawnee, Indiana might not be a real place, but you'll have no trouble finding Pawnee City Hall. The real-life Pasadena City Hall is where most of the action in parks and recreation takes place, and where Amy Poehler, Aziz Ansari, and Nick Offerman star as a government employee in the Parks and Recreation Department. Dedicated fans will notice that in the show, the building's original roof tiles have been changed to green. Never watched that show.
Never really watched that. Daughter loved it, but we never really watched it.
Yeah.
Blaine says, nope, we get a couple of inches a couple times a year
Okay.
in Alabama, but never in South Carolina. Wow.
Interesting.
Okay. Doesn't sound like you probably get much ice in either. And he says, Blaine says, upper state, South Carolina gets some every once in a while. It's just colder.
Yeah.
Never watched that show on that. Yeah, it's funny because it's. I guess it's kind of like The Office is fairly popular, but we've never really watched it.
I don't even know if it's still on.
I'm not sure if it's just reruns or not. Okay, Blaine watches it. He likes it.
He does? I should catch it one time. See.
Yeah, we should watch a few episodes because nowadays, if you like a show, you can just sit and watch them all night.
Oh, I know.
It's not like the old days. You watch a show and then you have to wait a week.
Oh, I know. I used to hate that. Oh, I know. I used to hate that. You have to wait a week. Yeah. So this next one is also Parks and Recreation. St. Elmo Steakhouse, Indianapolis, Indiana. Sounds good. Steakhouse. Ooh. Another top spot for Parks and Recreation fans is St. Elmo Steakhouse, one of the few Indiana locations that features on the show. Although the restaurant's main claim to fame is its incredible steaks, many of Parks and Recreation fans flock here to eat at one of Ron Swanson's favorite steakhouses. In the episode, Two Parties, the fictional character celebrates the bachelor party he never had.
Okay, at this point, take a pause for a second, guys. Since you have a few of you out there, why don't you put into the comment section #creator so that anyone who doesn't know you can go over and take a look at your channel.
Oh.
Let's see.
So the character and two parties. I want to see that one because that's where he celebrates the bachelor party he never had here. That would be an interesting
Danny
episode.
never saw Parks and Rec. I know.
No, yeah, we need that.
Okay, and we have Cheryl and Etta creators.
Hi, Cheryl and Ed, creators.
Actually, I think everyone in here right now is a creator, with the exception of Daniel is a great supporter.
Oh, good. We need great supporters.
We do.
Can't have enough.
Okay, what's the next one?
All right. So I binge watched this show because I really never watched it when it was playing
Okay, so what is it?
Sex in the City, Perry Street, New York City, New York. So I like this show too. Ever since the series hit, I never watched the series, but I got it on Netflix and I watched all of it. So ever since the series hit the screens back in 1998, Sex in the City has been one of the most iconic TV shows of all times. So it's no surprise fans still seek out the famous steps to Carrie Bradshaw's apartment more than 15 years after the show has ended. In real life, the apartment is located in Manhattan's West Village on leafy Perry Street, not the Upper East Side. The first exterior shots were filmed outside number 64 before moving on to 66, as it had a more glamorous staircase.
Welcome in, Tyler. Thanks for joining us. We have Blaine creator. We have Tyler creator. Okay, so the next one, whoops.
Again, the next one is Sex in the City, and I thought it was a good show. It's a girly show. I liked it. Sex in the City, Magnolia Bakery, New York City, New York. A 30-second clip from season 3 of Sex in the City was all it took for Magnolia Bakery to become one of the hottest destinations in New York City. In the show, Carrie, which is Sarah Jessica Parker, and Miranda, Cynthia Nixon, eat cupcakes outside of this corner spot on Bleecker Street. The bakery has since expanded to more than 20 locations worldwide, but the most devoted fans still come here for the cupcakes. Yeah, cupcakes have become very popular. They make all different flavors. We have a really interesting bakery in New Hampshire that has all kinds of crazy flavored cupcakes.
Okay.
Sounds yummy. I can go for one right now.
Daniel says he liked the show, but not the movies. Danny, supporter, creator. Let's see. Okay. I think we got all those. Sean and Ilana, creators. Okay. All right. This one. Yeah. We'll just read me the title because we're not gonna, the title of this one is what?
Step by Step,
Yeah.
Fletcher Ave, South Pasadena, California.
Yeah, I'm going to skip a couple of these because for time reasons. Okay, read the next that one there.
You want me to read the Brady Bunch? Dillon Street, Studio City, California. The Brady Bunch superfans will note that the house in Studio City, California, which served as the exterior of the Brady home, went on sale in the summer of 2018. It was purchased by Home Improvement Channel, HGTV, who renovated the house to match the interior to the show. The renovation was the subject of TV series A Very Brady Renovation, and now fans can sign up to visit the house on a tour. In July 2019, HGTV announced a Very Brady contest, giving one lucky winner a chance to stay at the house for 6 nights with 7 guests.
Wow. Boy, Ronnie's already sending out the resumes.
Oh, yes, he already finished school?
Well, no, he's not finished yet, but I guess he's getting close.
Good,
Good for
Ronnie.
you, Ronnie.
Wow. You'll be teaching no time. I think he wants to be a professor. Not sure. At a college.
I think he had mentioned a teacher.
Yeah, he mentioned he wanted to be a professor at a college.
Okay, just this one here, you can just read the title, really.
The Office, Electric City Sign, Linden Street, Scranton, Pennsylvania. Our children like The Office. I never watched it.
That was The Office.
Yeah,
Okay, so I think that was just an exterior shot.
Okay. Not many know that Scranton, where the U.S. version of The Office is set, is a real place located in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Although most of the show was shot around California, the crew needed to include some shots of Scranton to make it look realistic. Okay.
All right, next one.
Oh, I love this show. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Swan Memorial Fountain, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Like many other sitcoms, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is mostly filmed in a studio in LA. However, there's one scene that's filmed at the Swan Memorial Fountain in Philly's Logan Square where Dee, Caitlin Olsen, and Charlie Day argue in the fountain about the money Dee's been throwing in. Just as Frank, Danny DeVito, explains to Mac, Rob, and Clenny why he comes to relieve himself in the fountain every day. The show's hilarious. I love this show.
You can go on
And
to the
it's
next one.
still Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Mateo Street, Los Angeles, California. Another key location of the show is the fictional Patty's Pub, which is run by the central characters. The exterior of Patty's Pub can actually be found in Los Angeles. Located on Mateo Street, the Stockman building originally served as a factory for Nate Stockman and Son Company, but has become a popular filming location since. It also features on Parks and Recreation, Castle Charmed, and there's also Ben's, Nicolas Cage's apartment in National Treasure. I didn't know that.
Welcome in, Thrifty Angela. We're going through actual locations where TV shots were done
Yeah,
and telling you what they are.
that was interesting.
Next,
Oh, MASH, your favorite. Malibu Creek Park, California, legendary series MASH centers around the doctors and staff stationed at the 4077th Mobile Army Surgical Hospital in South Korea during the Korean War. The 1970 sitcom outdoor scenes were actually filmed within the Malibu Creek State Park in California, where a rusted Jeep and the famous sign from the show helped visitors locate the set. That's cool.
welcome back in, Larry. His Zoom meeting must be over.
Our son loves this show. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, NYPD, 78th Precinct, New York City, New York. Even though most of Brooklyn Nine-Nine with Andy Samberg, Terry Crews, and Chelsea Peretti is filmed in Los Angeles at the CBS Studio Center, the exterior shots of the precinct are all of a real building located at the corner of 6th Avenue and Virgin Street in Brooklyn. The NYPD 7th Precinct serves as the 99th in the show. Interesting. Yeah, our son loved that show. I never watched that one.
Now, the next three, right? The next three are
man.
all related. So,
This is one of my all-time favorite shows.
Yeah.
Modern Family, Dunlear Drive, Culver City, California. One of the last decade's most popular sitcoms. Modern Family centers around patriarch Jay Pritchett's Ed O'Neill family and the families of his two children, Mitchell, Jesse, Tyler Ferguson, and Claire, Julie Bowen. The house used for the exterior shots have become major attractions in Los Angeles, and when Claire and Phil's family home, pictured, went on sale in 2014, a lot of fans wanted a viewing to see inside the house, even though it looks nothing like the set, and it eventually sold for $2.15 million.
and next one.
Modern Family, Fox Hills Drive, Century City, California, relatively near Claire and Phil's house. Modern Family fans will find the house of Mitchell and Cam. The four-bedroom duplex is located just down the street from the Fox Studios, where all the interior shots are filmed, even though it aired on ABC. The house is worth an estimated $3 million.
I got a question for you. Read the next one. A lot of you people are out west. Have you ever taken those tours to see the houses or anything like that? You know, the old-fashioned ones where you look at the map and see where someone lives?
Yeah.
Wonder if they still do those.
I don't know. Interesting. Yeah. So this one's Modern Family, of course, South Clifford Avenue, Brentwood, California. Jay and Gloria's house is located further away in the upscale Brentwood neighborhood and is reportedly worth more than $8 million. The five-bedroom house is much larger in real life, and certain adjustments had to be made to match the set to the actual house. For example, the layout of the house didn't match the real house, so the location of the windows, they were moved, and the outdoor fireplace matched to the original. It's funny how they have to do that, huh?
Yeah. Angela
Yeah?
is a Modern Family fan.
Oh, I
yes.
loved it.
And Larry I remember him mentioning this before. He used to be a liaison for movie shoots in Vancouver.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that must be a fascinating job, Larry. Next time we're up together, bring it up. I'd like you to talk about that. That would be fascinating.
Yeah, that would be very fascinating.
Let's see. So Daniels has not taken any house tours. They do them in pre-19 times. Yeah, I imagine now they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
I worked. Kayla Woods. Larry said he worked with a TV show, Flash.
What is it?
Flash.
Flash.
You know, the superhero Flash.
The Flash. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah.
You know, it's interesting because a lot of shows, if you look at the credits, they're filmed up, and I think it is the Vancouver area. I don't know if there's another area in Canada they do it, but there are a lot of those shows you like from the
Hallmark. I know. I was just going to mention
scenery.
Beautiful scenery. And then someone told me we were watching Heartland at work, that series, and someone said that was filmed in Canada as well. I was like, wow. I said, it's a beautiful area. I would think it would have been filmed out west, and it looks like you are out west, but they said it was filmed in Canada as well.
Let's see. Larry also said there are a lot of sites. Oh, wrong one. Lost it. Green Lantern TV show Alcatraz. I like TV show Alcatraz. They canceled it too soon. But I thought that was a good show.
Alcatraz?
Yeah, it was only 1 year, maybe.
We watched it together. I liked it. I remember liking it, yeah.
There's lots of sites here in New Jersey from The Sopranos. The series was hello. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of this kind of stuff is open to the public. And Danny's a little upset with the fact that Larry flashed on TV.
Larry.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Well, let me finish. Blaine, were you doing the flashing? That's what gets my out. Show me, Larry. Okay, Vancouver is a Hollywood of Canada. I remember reading an article on that years ago. Vancouver's like the Hollywood of Canada.
Oh, okay, yeah. Vancouver, right.
And many of the Hallmark Christmas movies are filmed.
Yes.
And I think eventually we'll probably end up seeing every one of them.
Probably.
They're now doing it. They're now running those movies not 24 hours a day, but 12 months a year.
Wow.
They just announced. So that's interesting. Okay, next one.
Well, our children love this. Full House. It was a nice show for them to watch. It was a clean show. Full House, Painted Lady, San Francisco, California's fans of the 1980s show Full House will remember the family picnic from the opening credits with downtown San Francisco in the background. The scene was filmed in a park opposite a row of Victorian-style houses called the Painted Ladies. While many fans come here for a picnic to recreate the opening credits, many will notice that only one of the Painted Ladies has the show's signature red door, but it's not the one used on the show. The real red door from the house was sold, and the house repainted.
I guess the house, you have to make the house match the door, right?
Yeah, I love those Victorian-style houses. I've been to San Francisco. It's lovely. Okay, this one. We love this show.
Yeah, this of course has an attachment to us, and it's from Boston.
Yeah, the original Cheers, Boston, Mass., one of the most famous watering holes in America. Cheers is a place where everybody knows your name. The hugely popular 1980 sitcom centered around the bar manager Sam Malone, Ted Danson, server Diane Chambers, Shelley Long, and a host of regulars, including psychiatrist Fraser Crane, Kelsey Grammer. There are 2 Cheers bars in Boston, where the show is based. The original location on Beacon Street was used to film the bar's exterior as shown in the opening credits. And it's called a Bull and Finch.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing with it. We used to go to this. I used to go to this when we went to Boston, Bull and Finch pub, which was what it was supposed to be based on.
Yeah.
If you ever gone to the Bull and Finch pub, it doesn't look anything like I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was maybe the stairs going downstairs or something.
Maybe.
But of course, since the show became popular, there is one in Faneuil Hall, I guess you said, that actually, well, you're not there yet.
I'm not there. This is the next one.
Well, let me go. Before you do that, where are we here? Cheryl and Ed love the show, but they haven't watched the new Fuller House yet.
Oh,
yeah, we
haven't
that's
either.
not that good.
Yeah, we haven't watched that either.
And
but we did.
Blaine loved that one. Larry worked with Chloe Grace Moretz on the movie called If I Stay. Chloe is the main actor in the 2013 movie Carries. Oh, really?
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Let's see. Hey, it's Cheers. I looked for this bar when I was in Boston, but got lost and never found it.
Oh,
yeah, well, like I was saying, it's very deceiving because the original is not the one that you see in the show.
Right.
They originally did it. I think the only thing they had in there from Cheers, you could only have the picture of the cast.
Yeah.
They must have gotten permission to do that.
Yeah.
But well, actually, I'll let you read the other one before I go into
Okay.
it. But let me just before you do that, Fantastic Travels. I don't think I caught you earlier.
Oh,
Thank you for
hello.
coming in,
Thank you for coming in today. Yeah.
Tyler. He's been to that bar, aka walk by it. Well, it's the same. It's no different than what you're doing, Tyler, with cruise ships nowadays. You've been on them, but now you're just walking by them, right?
Oh,
Let's see. Okay, the hellos. Okay, go ahead. So the next.
so Cheers again, the replica Cheers, Boston, Massachusetts. You'll also find a replica Cheers on Faneuil Hall, where an exact copy of the bar is located. Opened in 2001, the venue not only looks exactly like the set of Cheers, it also houses several pieces of memorabilia, including Sam's Red Sox jacket and Cliff's Mealman suit.
Oh, is that the one?
So this is on the replica.
Yeah, that's one at Faneuil Hall.
Yeah, this is one at Faneuil Hall. The one that we went to, that was Bull and Finch. Do you remember what street?
Well, we went to
That's
Bull-
on Beacon Street.
Okay, we went to Bull and Finch.
Yeah,
That was
that's on
kind of the
Beacon
one,
Street.
and that had a little. I think they did change a little bit around so that to draw people in.
Yeah.
But then they did an actual replica at Faneuil Hall, which is in this picture.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have
They-
to check that out.
I don't know if they have them anymore, but they were developing a couple of these like at airport bars to look
Oh,
like
that's
Cheers,
clever.
and they were
Very
actually
clever.
on those end seats. They
Yeah.
actually had fake, like not mannequins, what do you call them, statues of Cliff and Norm.
Like a cutout.
No, like this, one of those.
Oh, really?
What do you call them, plexiglass type of
Oh my
statues? whatever
goodness,
they call
that's
them.
hilarious. That's very clever.
So that's kind of
Love
cool.
that show.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that show.
But I don't even think the original Bullfinch pub had, it has a back room with a pool table and that. I don't even think it had that room.
Ah, maybe not. Yeah.
Let's see, hold it. Okay.
Oh, this one, another good one.
Oh, well, I just missed someone too.
Hmm?
Aaron Jemison, they are closing Cheers, really?
Oh, really?
All of them, or even though in the Faneuil Hall? I wonder if it's all because of the pandemic, or if they just figure the show's so old now.
Really?
Let's see. I think I missed a couple of people.
Oh,
there.
but it's a
Hold on.
classic. You can't do that.
I know. You think something like that would always be.
Yeah.
Oh, Graham's in here. I missed Graham. Sorry about that.
Hi, Graham.
He got a bunch of snow over in Scotland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he would have a video on the thing. It was so deep. I think
Oh,
it looked
wow.
like a couple feet of snow.
Wow. Interesting.
Let's see. Good day. Hello, Angela. Loves Boston. Mrs. Lott. Do you ever come back to the Boston area, Angela? I don't know if she still has family, if she has family back here or not.
Oh, okay.
Closing Cheers.
That's too bad. I didn't.
Okay, it is a pandemic.
Because
Another
of the
casualty of the pandemic.
Another tragedy of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh, man, all the money that's been lost.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
sad.
the small restaurants and the small bars,
They
they're
get-
going to be the
they-
first
yeah.
ones that are getting,
Yeah,
they're going to lose it.
yeah. So sad. Well, this next one is also. I got a lot of laughs out of this one. And being Italian, I just cracked up laughing with the
Hey, welcome in, Traveling Gilberts. Thank you for joining us.
with the Barone family.
We
Yeah.
are showing sets, actual buildings or places that shows have been filmed or parts of shows have been filmed.
Yep.
So this one is what?
Everybody loves Raymond, and I really did have a lot of laughs with this show. This House of Everybody Loves Raymond was the focal point of the show. Everybody Loves Raymond ran for 9 seasons from 1996 to 2005. The show almost entirely takes place in Raymond and his wife Deborah's house or in their in-laws' house across the street. The Barone family is stated to have lived in a town on Long Island, New York called Lynbrook. Both of the houses in Everybody Loves Raymond were located in Merrick, but around the corner from one another, not across the street. The interiors were shot on a soundstage, but any Raymond superfan can always drive past the 2 houses and check out the outside. Yeah, I always like that show.
Yeah, it's a great show.
I love the mother, Marie.
So
Oh, she's
Angela
always so
loves
funny.
Boston but doesn't like the cold.
Yeah, I don't blame
Certainly can hear
Angela.
that.
Yeah.
She still gets up once a year to visit family. So,
So
that's
where's
right.
she
gets
from?
retired.
Where is she
I'm
living
not sure.
now?
I forget now where she moved to.
Oh.
She told me before, but I
Oh,
forget where she
okay.
moved to. Okay.
Oh, she in
Sure, it's
Texas?
Cheryl and Ed's favorite sitcom.
Oh, but everybody loves Raymond.
You know, there's
Crack
four.
me up.
there's
Being
four-
Italian, I could relate to some of those episodes.
Well, we got 1,000 channels, right?
Mhm.
Between all the stuff we do now, so there's no need, plenty of TV. But the 4 shows I still record and I set on my DVR is Raymond, King of Queens,
King of Queens is
Frasier,
yeah.
and I'm forgetting. Oh, and of course, Friends is out there, so you don't have to record it.
Yeah.
And Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, yeah.
Those 4.
Always good for a laugh.
Yeah. Let's see.
Good shows. Modern Family, we've seen most of that, but we don't really watch reruns of Modern Family.
Oh, Blaine, I appreciate that. If anyone in the chat could run the playlist to J&N, that would be great.
Oh, thank you.
They have their friends who would love the Magic 4K watch hours. Thanks in advance.
Thank you.
Yeah, we would really appreciate that.
Much appreciated, yeah.
Us and our friend Sherry over at Awesome Travel are trying to get to our watch hours. We're kind of fighting an uphill battle right now, but we are making ground because we passed that 1 year mark. So now every month they subtract. Like, in other words, we'll be in February now. So at the end of February, we'll get this month's watch hours, but they'll subtract out last February's watch hours. So,
right.
So we're trying to get up to that, trying to get there.
One step forward, one step behind, huh?
Yeah. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate all your support. Thank you so much.
Angela is in North Carolina. Near Charlotte. Okay. We have only seen snow twice so far this year, and it was just flooded. It's really nice out today. Yeah, rub it in, Angela.
Enjoy the nice weather. You can do all kinds of stuff.
Thank you, Danny. Amen to that, Blaine. Yep, like I said. Sherry also. We call her our playlist buddies. Okay, so the next one.
Oh, what's this one? Let's see. Stranger Things? Georgia, USA. Much of the show was filmed in and around Atlanta, Georgia, with the little town of Jackson generally standing in the fictional town of Hawkins, Indiana. Jackson's courthouse pictured represented the exterior of the series' public library, for example. Fans of the show will also find the real Benny's Burger, the Palace Arcade, and more. All right, I like this show. I just don't remember much about it.
Well, the cool thing with that is it's a lot of the buildings. If you happen to go to that area, what does it say, Atlanta, Georgia? You could probably see a lot of the buildings that were used in it.
Yeah, and Benny's Burgers.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I don't remember that.
These Netflix shows run about 8 episodes, and then you wait a year for the next one to come out, so it's kind of hard to remember that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, you're ready for the next one?
Yeah, this is the last one. This is the show. Well, we all know Lost, Hawaii, USA. I think America was glued to this show.
Yeah, one of the biggest letdowns.
Yeah, so that was too bad. But despite the island seeming to be obscure and inaccessible, the popular show was in fact filmed in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. If I said that right. The series was shot in a number of dreamy locations on the island, but true fans of the show can head to Police Beach, which is a remote land on the North Shore and home of the Survivors Beach Camp and one of the most recognizable backdrops of the series. Okay. Yeah, it was beautiful scenery.
Spot. Yeah,
but the show was a letdown. Yeah.
So, just a reminder. Thank you, Larry. We have a Facebook page too, which we think is a lot of fun. If you have a chance, go over and check it out. We've got trivia. Nancy does trivia every Friday on it, and we have travel tips, miscellaneous Monday, which is just something out there that we think is interesting or fun. So check it out if you have a chance. We also have a Teespring store if anyone wants to check that out and look at our Froggy apparel. Let's see. Cheryl and Ed, I like Stranger Things. It reminded me of my younger days. Cheryl never watched it though.
It was well done. I really enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I think the acting was really, really good.
Landon says Demi Gorgon. What the heck is that? Do you know what Demi Gorgon is? I don't know. I watched Lost for the second time, and it actually made more sense the second time around. Still the letdown, though. You know what bugged me with that is they had people guessing what it was through the whole thing, and everyone was guessing it right.
Yeah.
And then it ended them in purgatory, I think it was. Oops. Well, if you haven't watched it, scrub that. But and they were denying it the whole series.
Yeah.
Kimberly loves the show. Really, Lost? It's interesting. It would have been great if they could have had a logical, some kind of ending.
I got bored with it, so you finished it out, and I stopped watching.
It's like every series on TV. When they can't think of a plot, they go to a time.
Yeah, because it kept going right. Exactly.
And that's what they did. The whole season just jumping back.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, I didn't like that. But John Locke was a real character in real life. They used some of the fictional names were from a real life character, a real life person. John Locke was a real life person.
What was he though? I mean, they just took the name.
I'm trying to think of what I think he was.
Danny said first. I tried to watch Lost, but due to my ADHD, I was lost after about the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was very confusing.
Well, I know. Once you saw the polar bear on the island, and there was never any explanation why that polar bear was on the island. Yeah. Blaine said, "My wife loved Lost. Our cat is named Sawyer." I guess if you watch Lost, yeah. That's funny. But she picked that character.
Yeah. I want to say John Locke was some kind of a philanthropist.
Oh, really? But it was named after him specifically in the show?
Well, they used John Locke, and there was a real person named John Locke, and I forget exactly what he was, but I want to say some kind of philanthropist.
Now, I don't know this reference. Danny said, as a Catholic, purgatory is real. You all better practice up on your battleship skills. Just ask Bill and Ted. I don't know. I didn't see that movie, Bill and Ted's Great Adventures.
I've heard of Bill and Ted's
Great
Adventures.
I don't know the reference of Battleship. They must have played Battleship in Purgatory while they were waiting.
Yeah, we are Catholic, and we have heard of purgatory. That was a big thing. If you were...
Sawyer was a hottie. He was in some other series after that. I think a detective one.
Yeah.
But it canceled pretty quick.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Squirrel. Not sure what that means.
What? Okay.
So I'm thinking of maybe we've had 3 pop-up lives the last 3 Fridays. I'm thinking of doing another one this Friday. It's just a lot of fun getting up here and people popping up and getting to meet some of you people in the chat. So keep a lookout for a thumbnail if we do the pop-up, and I'd love you guys to come up and talk with us. I've had several of you have come up every week and stuck out through the whole thing, and we went on, I think we went on close to 3 hours all 3 weeks. I think last week was as short as 2.5 hours. Mm. It's just fun. You just sit there and talk. I don't have to put together an agenda. Don't have to get pictures ready.
Yeah, you don't. So it is way back.
Okay, squirrel is a reference to ADHD. I have ADHD. Huh.
Who has that?
I never heard that reference. Larry.
And squirrel is a reference to that?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
No, I did not know that either. Okay, let's see. Allow Griswold family vacay, not my soil. All right, Nance. So I think that's all we have right now. The next Wednesday live is next Wednesday at 2:00.
Yeah, 2:00.
We have our live together this coming Sunday.
That's right.
On the 21st, I think it is, and we're gonna have a clip from Antigua, right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna play our game, Name This, with board games and classic board games, and what was the other one? Movie scenes.
Oh, yes. Yes,
and
stay
movie
tuned.
Scenes. So please join us for that too.
Yeah.
And if we pop up on Friday, we'll let you know that. Let's see. Let me get American Wanderer dropped in.
American Wanderer, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
He's in Arizona.
American
Surviving American Wanderer.
Yeah.
Surviving the major wind here in
Ooh,
Quartzsite, Arizona
ooh,
desert.
I'd
Wow.
love to go to Arizona. I'd like the climate there, I think.
Yeah, I would like to. Like we're talking about
The
the
Grand Canyon.
snowbirds. You know, we
Yeah.
talk about why it doesn't always have to be Florida, right?
No,
There's
I
Arizona.
want to see the Grand Canyon, so.
Yeah, that'd be more a trip than a. I don't think we'd go out there for snowbirds.
No.
Let's see. I know. I take it. The character was a character from Lost. Yeah,
What was that?
I remember. No, just talking about the Sawyer on the
Mhm.
thing. Let's see. Lane says, "Tried to get away from the storm and it chased you all." Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun people that came up, and hopefully I'm gonna have to get these guys offline to see if some of them are gonna come up again. Danny up there, Blaine, Larry, Sean was on 1 week.
Mhm.
Who else do we have
Yeah,
up there?
Darian?
Darian came up. Yep.
Kenny?
Kenneth was up, I think, all
Yeah.
3 weeks. So yeah, it would
And
like.
Danny, or you said
I said Danny, yeah.
Oh, you did say that.
So I don't leave anyone out. Okay.
Hope you didn't leave anybody.
No, if I did, but please join us. And well, Larry says he's game for Friday. So
Oh, wow, good.
okay, so let's see. I guess that is it. Nance, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us on this sunny Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah,
It's
sunny
cold
here
out
anyways.
here, but at least it's sunny. And thank you for all your support. We really appreciate it. And remember, stay young and have fun. Bye.
And have a good one. If you're wondering, that's the Friends Coffee Shop in the background.